Hearts manager Joe Jordan keeps faith with a team which performed so well against Standard Liège in midweek, except that Ian Baird, who was suspended for that match, comes back at the expense of young Ian Ferguson, who's on the bench. And it looks as though the 3-5-2 European formation will be maintained this afternoon. Henry Smith was much less busy than he may have expected on Wednesday, but at 36 he remains a vital player for Hearts. He's had 7 shutouts and has yet to lose more than 2 goals in any match this season. But Hibs welcome back Gordon Hunter to central defence after injury for his first appearance since the 18th of April. So with Darren Jackson past fit to resume his partnership up front with Keith Wright, manager like Miller sends out his first choice 11 for the first time this season. And Hibs have even more experience than Hearts in goal. 40-year-old John Burridge has established himself not only as a great character, but also as a fine goalkeeper since his arrival from Newcastle United 15 months ago. And for the Edinburgh Derby, a very experienced official, 46-year-old Hugh Williamson from Renfrew, who's in his 12th season as a Grade 1 official, and he's also on the FIFA list. So ideal conditions for the second Edinburgh Derby of the season. The first ending in a draw. And Hibs coming into this match after no midweek fixture, so they have an edge on Hearts in that respect, and they also have 10 of the players who started out in the Skull Cup final just over a year ago. The only change from that team now being Darren Jackson, the £400,000 signing from Dundee United, replacing Gareth Evans. Well, Tosh McKinley is one of the heroes for Hearts in Liège on Wednesday night and almost scored a goal which might have transformed the whole tie. So Jackson's header goes high. The challenge is made by Hamilton and Miller. There's Jackson. Again, they tried to help that on. There's Robertson. Hunter takes some help there from McIntyre. And that's completely misjudged in the air by McKinley. Perhaps lost that in the sun. Here's Martin McLeod. Good running from midfield by McGinley. Now Mitchell. Well, on the far side is Mickey Weir. That's a good ball inside. In goes Martin McLeod. I can't believe it. It was a wonderful chance for Hibs, superbly created. What a boost that would have given Hibs. That ball volleyed across by Mickey Weir, and Henry Smith was certainly struggling. Frustration there in the face of Martin McLeod. Not quite what Hunter intended, but it's fallen kindly for Hibs to Mitchell. There's Jackson. Good running on the right by Miller. Pass finds Weir. Good play again from Hibs. Keith Wright's cross. Darren Jackson is there. It's just too high. A glimpse of goal once again for Hibs. Well, Jackson started that move about the halfway line and was on the end of the cross. Keith Wright sliding that in. And Darren Jackson getting underneath it somewhat. Pushing by Hamilton while the ball's in the air. Well, Baird will never get away with taking a free kick so quickly from the wrong place. So Van de Ven will take this free kick. Baird goes into challenge, met there by Hunter, and it's scrambled away in the end by Burridge. Well, the aerial threat from Ian Baird again, so troublesome. Came off Hunter in the end and was almost turned beyond the keeper by Brian Hamilton. Some more defensive work for Hibs. Away firmly by Mitchell. Hibs clearing the box very rapidly indeed. Laughlin's angle cross. Well, won by Jackson. He's brought down by Miller. Well, Miller, I think, was simply cut out by the pace of Jackson there. No malice in that, I'm sure. So John Burridge waving all his outfield teammates away so he can take this free kick. Well, won there by Keith Wright. Here goes Weir. Well, that's a super roll performed in action by Van de Ven. having done the defensive work, now starts to create. Interception though made by Miller. Game going on at a hectic pace. Mitchell looking for Jackson, that's good control. Playing it into the path of Keith Wright, who was caught offside. Jerry Evans, grade 1 referee on the far line. This is Van de Ven, now Derek Ferguson. Robertson playing it on, there's Beard! The end of the Hearts! 17 minutes of the match gone. Robertson the provider, Beard the finisher. And a great counter-attack it was from Hearts. And look at the quality of the ball, played in here by Derek Ferguson. Mitchell had to watch the ball to the right flank. Robertson helped it on, no one picked up Beard on the run. And a deadly header beats John Burridge. Oh, what a fine goal it was from Hearts. Beard getting his 4th goal of the season. A miscue by Hunter. But not by Mitchell. The up and under there. Troublesome for the Hearts defence. Nodded away by Levine, straight to Brian Hamilton. That was well struck by Hamilton. Henry Smith's positioning was good enough though. Difficult ball this. Levine was the Hearts player who got to this, but he couldn't get a good enough clearing header on the pressure there from Keith Wright. It broke there to Hamilton. Henry Smith crouched there waiting for the shot and covering it well. Good play again from Mitchell, but only Alan McLaren there to collect that clearance. Mackay to Robertson, who's onside. The great chance in the second. Because it goes to Beard, now he is definitely offside. Yes. Beard clearly offside. And the Hibs players also complaining bitterly about the fact that Robertson was not adjudged offside. I think there was much more of a doubt about that. I think Robertson may well have been all right there. But Beard certainly wasn't. You can see him there in advance of Robertson. What a poor finish it was in any event. That undoubtedly was a let-off for Hibs. John Robertson may well have gone through and scored by himself there. Normally so deadly in that position. I reckon that would have been a goal. All right. So a throw to Hibs. Jackson screening the ball. Finding his striking partner, Keith Wright. That's from Mickey Weir. This is promising for Hibs. The early ball is played in. In comes McGinley. That's great goalkeeping. Outstanding goalkeeping by Henry Smith, and absolutely crucial because Hearts defenders were definitely exposed here as this ball came across. McLeod was there, McGinley was there, but Smith settled the argument. On the way by McLaren. Weir was very sharp there. McLaren turned it away. Hibs making a big effort now before half-time. Well, Ian Baird once again going across to impede the thrower. The free kick for the foul by McLaren on Jackson. And tempos are rising here. The referee is clearly going to have his work cut out. He's had a word there with Ian Baird about his gamesmanship when Hibs have a throw. It's straight in front of the thrower. Mickey Weir's cross. There's Keith Wright, and that again is magnificent goalkeeping. Kept his eye on the ball, totally courageous, knew exactly what he was doing. What a save it was for Hearts. It was intended for Keith Wright, but Van de Ven is there to chest it down. Now Mauchline. There's Baird, now Ferguson. Long ball was intended to reach John Miller. Cleared away by Willie Miller. This is McKinley. So Burridge has the last touch of a fiercely competitive first half, which has been dominated for the most part by Hearts since that opening goal in 17 minutes. They could have been behind before that, but Ian Baird leapt to head home after John Robertson's knock-on from Derek Ferguson's pass into the penalty area, and that's made a huge difference to Hearts, who've kept control more or less from that point on. Hibs struggling to fight their way back into the match. So at half-time, it's Hearts 1, Hibs 0. So a significant change made by Hibs at half-time. Gareth Evans replaces Keith Wright in the striking partnership with Darren Jackson. So the second half of the 50th Premier Division derby between the sides gets underway with Hearts looking to start off, I'm sure, the way they finished up in the first half, which was in a fair degree of control. But these matches so far, producing 22 draws in 49 matches. So Hibs will have to do something if they're going to even manage that this afternoon. After a very bright start, they appeared to lose their way. Martin McLeod almost gave them the lead very early on in the first attack of the match with a header from Mickey Weir's cross. And McLeod also provided another good chance in the second half, but in the first half rather. But Hibs will be looking for a marked improvement in this period. McLeod leaning in there on Robertson to win possession. There's Jackson. Willie Miller breaking from the back. Mickey Weir is ahead of him. And the offside flag is up against Darren Jackson. Frustration again all over the striker's face. Good ball played in by Willie Miller. Jackson may well have been in offside position when the ball was released. He certainly didn't appear to be when it arrived, but that's not the test. Good support play by McGinley. It was well read though by Derek Ferguson. Hunter showing his complete determination there. And there's a very nasty incident off the ball, I can tell you. And Moughlan has clashed there with Darren Jackson off the ball. And I have to say that from this position, Hearts played a very lucky man, and the referee saw nothing there. There's no indication of help from a linesman. It was a very bad challenge after the ball had gone, and Jackson is still out of the play, and that will certainly fire up the Hibs players, I'm certain, when the dust begins to settle. First time the game stops. The Hibs playing on with 10 men. The referee will not allow the game to stop. Well, this game has been simmering right from the start, and there's always been a possibility of an explosion somewhere. And the referee is now going to take some action, I think. Alec Miller on his feet there in the dugout, and the referee is calling over Ali Moughlan. Now the book is coming out. Now this could be a red card for stamping. Let's see how this happens now. There's Jackson on the ground. So watch now as Moughlan gets up. Jackson is there. There's the stamp. Now that's an ordinary off offence, and let's see if the referee sees it that way. Well, it reflects no credit at all on Moughlan. And why the referee didn't stop the game quicker, I really don't know, because clearly Jackson was severely hampered and out of the game. Martin McLeod manages a smile at the circumstances. Well, I reckon he's very fortunate. Depends on the view the referee had of it, of course, but with the benefit of that replay, Moughlan is very fortunate. Then to Miller. Good running by Mackay. Out comes Burridge. Fine goalkeeping. Now Robertson. Losing out to Willie Miller, but John Miller steps in. Awkward cross there. And Baird thundering into John Burridge. Tied up in the net. The ball was on the roof of the net, and Burridge just wants to find the ball and run with things. Offered a handshake there to Ian Baird inside the penalty area. That was refreshing in this climate. Bean's header was commanding. Now with Mitchell. Again to Hamilton. McGinley. That's for Evans. Once again, the goalkeeping was sharp, alert and efficient. So Henry Smith coming to Hearts' rescue again. He rewarded his teammates, but this was really good play by the keeper. They're doing well again in the air. McIntyre did well in the end on the ground, thumping the ball out for the throw. Ball spinning too long in the air, and that of course invites challenges which can upset players. Here's Gary Mackay. Robertson. Breaks from Mackay, down he goes, and the referee said a dive. Well, that's certainly controversial. It may turn out to be a major life for Hibs. Well, Mackay certainly appeared to be caught there as he went into the penalty area. You get the break of the ball in that area. Well, I think that could easily have been a penalty kick. Referee said no. And Hibs thoroughly relieved at that, I've no doubt. Mitchell forward to Weir. Well, the irony is that after a good claim like that, the opposition can score. The game is transformed with an offside decision there, halting that Hibs attack. Well, the referee had a very difficult task this afternoon, but if he really thought that Gary Mackay dived there, he should be taking some action, like a yellow card. Baird screening it well. Defence worked out how to handle Ian Baird too well. McKinley going forward. With Robertson. Baird. An excellent move from Hearts again. And Ian Baird, who's in a fine match, could well have sealed it here. Robertson pulling the ball across, and Baird perhaps a little bit too close to the near post there. So off goes John Robertson. On comes Ian Ferguson. It's such a fine match in Europe in midweek. Once again, the Hearts forwards had to drift back towards the halfway line with the Hibs defenders. Evans did well to get a touch. Well, the Hibs defenders standing watching there as Mackay collected possession, trying to play that inside Willie Miller. The offside flag was up anyway. Baird was the player caught offside, breaking on the left. Evans sweeping the ball across. Moughlin's in some trouble here. Martin McLeod with a chance. Great ball inside, and it was turned away well by Van de Ven. Mickey Weir regretting the fact that he's not about 6 inches taller. Good challenge made by McLeod and Moughlin. Stayed on his feet here, McLeod, to chip this away from Henry Smith. Weir much too short. And this is the first corner kick of the match for Hibs. It's quite remarkable. In fact, the first corner kick of the match entirely. And we're into the 75th minute of the game. Farron helps it on. There's Baird with Burridge, who didn't get to that. The acrobatic clearance was by Willie Miller. Turned again by Derek Ferguson. Burridge got to that well. Good punch clear. Tortolano. Mitchell. Long ball there for Darren Jackson. Down it goes, the header towards Evans, and very good defending by Craig Levein. Excellent move by Hibs, and well handled by Levein. Ball put in by Mitchell. A great header down by Darren Jackson towards his teammate Gareth Evans. Levein was there first. Smith's in trouble this time. First semblance of an error from Henry Smith. Here's McLeod. Challenge made by McIntyre, but he couldn't get there ahead of Henry Smith, and with a very good catch once again, redeeming himself with that little lapse from the corner kick. Darren Jackson flighting the ball in, Smith coming to collect. Not in the cloud now, changed position in the Brian Hamilton role. It's a careless one. Offside against Mackay. Ian Ferguson may also have been caught, but Mackay certainly was. This is Willie Miller. That's from Mother McLeod. Cross goes Van de Ven. A hefty collision there on the byline. Well, 6 on one and half on another, I think. That's how the referee saw it. Hunter goes across. Burridge prefers to take a touch. McLeod caught offside, slow coming back, asking a question of the referee about that challenge on the byline. I don't think he's seriously expected to be given a penalty kick there. Then Snowden will come on, and the player going off is Gary Mackay. It is a well-deserved applause. Snowden points the finger to direct traffic among the Hearts players, accommodate his arrival. Miller's clearance reaches Tortolano. That's for Mitchell. Stopped by Derek Ferguson. Laughlin playing it into space, but Burridge comes out quickly. Good play by Burridge, sidestepping Ian Baird. Offside though, Baird having gone forward like that is left stranded. They had to come back very quickly. Wasn't able to do that. Mitchell's free kick. Reaches Jackson. Determined play by Jackson. Well, he certainly has given everything he has this afternoon. Darren Jackson. Laughlin back defending in a sort of right back position now. It's judged slightly there by McLaren. The final whistle goes. Only about 30 seconds of injury time. And Hearts maintain their marvellous record here against Hibs and Edinburgh derbies. And they deserved it over the piece, there's no question about that. They look to be the better side in the footballing sense. They scored in 17 minutes through Ian Baird, and while Hibs battled manfully throughout that second half, they never settled to a pattern of play which consistently and seriously troubled the Hearts defence. Hearts too will have a mention about a penalty claim for the foul on Gary Mackay in the second half, but it was Ian Baird's goal in 17 minutes which has won the match for Hearts. It's Hearts 1, Hibs 0.
Joe, obviously the result would please you. How about the performance?
Well, I would say the performance pleased me as much as the result. I thought the performance was magnificent. I think taking into consideration the week that we've had, we had a very difficult and hard game. During the week, unfortunately we got beat, but we played some marvellous football. And to come back and play in a derby game and to compete, as you have to do in a derby game, as you have to in every Premier League game, and to actually win it, and the football I think that we did produce, I was delighted not only with the result, but the performance.
There is a lot of talk about the midweek European tie taking a lot out of teams. How do you lift them so quickly then for a game like this?
Well, I think we were fortunate that it was a derby game. It certainly is. In some ways you can look at it and think, crikey, what a fixture. But in other ways it does do that. It gets the adrenaline flowing. It is an important game. There is a crowd here. There's an atmosphere here. And I think all those characteristics really come into it. I thought towards the end, I thought you could see really that we had a bit of a game during the week, and I thought although we defended it with a lot of composure, we had to defend. You know, I think it told slightly, but in saying that, I didn't think we were in any danger of giving a goal away. But we were. The fact that I think we gained from that was there was a lot of composure in our defence, and if we'd have got a second goal, where I thought we were justified in getting a second goal, I think that we would have been a little bit more comfortable. But we never got it. But the composure was there, certainly at the back.
Ian, you came back into the side this afternoon after missing out in Europe. Were you a bit worried about getting into the side in the first place?
Yeah, the lads really performed well out in Belgium. So I was a little bit worried about my place, but I think the manager gambled on me being fresher than Big Ian Ferguson, who is just sort of trying to get a few games under his belt at the moment. So it was nice to come back, yeah.
Did you feel a sense of joy when that ball came in from John Robertson in 17 minutes?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I mean, it's always nice to score, but it's even nicer when it's in a local derby.
Do you remember much about the build-up?
Yeah, I think Derek Ferguson broke on the right. He whipped it into John Robertson. I just gambled on Robbo getting the flick, and I just tried to get on target.
From your own point of view, Ian, you've been obviously regarded as a very good player in the air, but there were indications today that you had a bit of skill on the ground. Do you feel harshly treated in terms of press coverage and the like?
No, not really. Football is all about opinions, and people make their opinion about you. It doesn't really bother me. The manager's brought me here not only to win balls in the air, but also to hold the ball up and lay them off to supporting players.
So you're still enjoying your time here in Scotland?
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing more of you. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much.
Thank
Cheers.
You.